Hey everyone, Coach Allen here with Crow River Sport and Fitness. I want to talk about something that's important to me. There's a common question that I hear from parents when their kids start to train with us, and that is, will strength training cause injury? And honestly, that's a very fair question. Youth sports today, it asks a lot from our athletes. There's more games, more travel, earlier specialization, and often higher intensities than there used to be. So when parents hear their child is going to start lifting weights, the natural question is that safe? But there's something important to understand. Most injuries in youth sports are not caused by strength training. They're usually caused by things like overuse, poor mechanics, fatigue, and weakness in key muscle groups. So let me give you an example that we see pretty often. Imagine a volleyball or basketball player who is jumping hundreds of times every week in practice and games. If that athlete hasn't learned how to control their landing, or if they don't have the strength in their hips and hamstrings to absorb that force, that's a lot of stress that ends up going through the knees. And over time, that can lead to things like knee pain, tendon irritation, or other overuse injuries. Something that I hear a lot is jumper's knee. So let me give you an example. When an athlete lands poorly, you'll often see things like knee collapsing inward, called valgus, loud, uncontrolled landings, or very little hip engagement. A lot of force goes straight into the joints. Now let's compare that to a controlled landing. The athlete lands softly, the hips absorb the force, the knees stay aligned. The athletes can immediately control and stabilize their body. The difference might only last a fraction of a second, but over hundreds or thousands of jumps during a season, it makes a huge difference in how much stress the body absorbs. And that's exactly the kind of thing athletes learn through proper strength training. They learn how to control their body, decelerate safely when changing direction, strengthening joints throughout the full range of motion, and building strength in important areas like hamstrings, hips, and core. Another really important part of injury prevention is how the training is structured. At our gym, we follow a simple progression. First, athletes learn movement quality. Can they squat correctly? Can they hinge correctly? Can they land and decelerate with control? Once those patterns look good, we focus on progression, gradually increasing the challenge as the athlete develops. And only after those two things are solid do we start to progress load or intensity. So the athletes, they're not just lifting weights. They're learning how to move well and build strength safely over time. When athlete training is structured and coached properly, the weight room is now where injuries happen. In many cases, it's actually where durability is built. Because the goal, it isn't just helping athletes perform better in the next game. It's helping them stay healthy and capable for the long term. The goal isn't just performance. It's building athletes who are strong enough, resilient enough, and durable enough to keep playing the sport they love. Thanks for joining me today. Again, I'm Coach Allen with Crow River Sport and Fitness. If you like this kind of content, please click like and subscribe.